Hey y'all, welcome back to Dots and Beyond. Today we are going to be setting up my son's bullet journal for October with a very meta sort of Planception theme. Let's go ahead and get started. This is my son's bullet journal for 2023. It came in the Archer and Olive Halloween box for 2022. The Archer and Olive Halloween launch for 2023 was just on Friday. Things sold out very quickly. They have started a pre-order if you want to pick up some of those items you might have missed. I will link all of that in the description box below. That pre-order is only good through September 20th, so if you do want to pick up the Halloween box from this year and you missed it, go check out that code to save 10% with DMB10 and pick up that box for yourself. But Kenny came to me and said, why don't we do an October theme of my journal? And I thought, well, that's very Planception of you, but let's go ahead and execute it. I have here a printable of the front of Kenny's cover. We also added in an October header. I did lighten this just a little bit to make it a little bit of a purpley color. We're also going to use all of the other items that came in the subscription box from 2022, the washi tape, the stickers, in addition to some other things that I have made as printables or some additional washi tape that Kenny's purchased over the course of the last year. Let's go ahead and get this cover page stuck in. I've only pulled up a little bit of the sticky so we can get it in place first, and then we're going to pull the rest of that backing off and just lay it down flat. In that Halloween box, there were also some really cool vellums. We used one of these in Kenny's bullet journal setup at the beginning of the year. I'll link that up in the cards for you. This other one we're going to go ahead and paste in here on this left side to give it some sparkle. To do this, I'm using my Tombow tape runner, and I'm just going to do one side first, get it laid down, and then put the glue directly on the paper so that I get it right on the edges. I do run out of my movable Tombow tape runner, so I've had to switch to one of the blue cartridges because I'm out of the pink, and this is permanent, so I've got to make sure I've got it exactly where I want it. Once that vellum is securely in place, we can go ahead and trim off any excess, use our corner rounder to round the corners just a little bit, make it all neat and tidy. And then I'm ready to go ahead and add a quote over here to this left page as well. Kenny asked for a very internal reflection quote for this page. I chose one from Daniel Kahneman that reads, "Odd as it may seem, I am my remembering self, and the experiencing self who does my living is like a stranger to me." I want to bring over some of the silver shimmer that is in our vellum page to this cover page. We're going to do this very sparingly. I'm just going to add a little bit of silver with a gel pen to the spine of the book, as well as the stars and sparkles. The last step is to frame out our quote with some washi tape. I'm just using some moon phase washi tape. Makes it look a little bit more intentional on the page and not like it's just a white box floating in the middle of our vellum. This does require a little bit of trimming with whatever your favorite X-Acto knife tool is. Here I'm just using the one that fits around my finger because it was close by. And that is Kenny's cover page for October 2023. I really love this aesthetic of the cover page. I wish I had carried it all the way through. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Now I'm going to set up a calendar grid using this Ohuhu marker. It was the darkest purple I could find to get close to that cover color that we had on the cover page. And then I'm going to use the Tombow N60 to highlight the top row of every single one of these lines. The N60 has a little bit of a purplish hue to it. It does come in the monochromatic pack of Tombows if you want to pick that up. And then for writing, numbering, that sort of thing, I am using a cool gray Pigma Micron throughout the setup. With the structure of the calendar in place, it's time to move on to the decorating, and this is where I did pick a secondary font to use in addition to the font that I used on the cover to make some headers. This is Monday through Sunday. We're going to pop those in. And then I also made an October header using the same font that we used on the cover. And I really sort of wish I had printed this on clear sticker paper. In fact, most of the stickers I wish I had printed on a clear sticker paper from here on out. Otherwise, I am decorating with the stickers and the washi tape, again, that came from that Halloween 2022 box. Just placing them here and there. Now, I think y'all know I don't use washi tape a whole lot. It's not one of my favorite mediums. I do use it sparingly, specifically in my reading journal more often than not. And it's just one of those things that I don't love. I don't love decorating with washi tape. I don't love this header that I printed out. Again, I wish I'd done it on clear sticker paper so I could have put a washi tape behind it. It's just not the aesthetic that I'm loving once we get past the cover page. But that's okay. We live and we learn, right? So we are moving over to the next spread. I am putting Kenny's expense tracker back in. We have changed it a little bit though. So there is a column for the date, a column for the item, and then he can write in the amount under either the need column or the want column so that he can total up at the end of the month what he spent on items that he needed and what he spent on items that he just wanted. And again, you can see me struggling with washi tape and these headers that I didn't print on clear sticker paper. I could have gone back and fixed those, I guess. But at this point, we were all in. I already had it printed. I didn't want to waste any more ink, and you'll know how that is. Then framing out the right side of this spread, which is his general notes page or his brain dump area. And I also tried to tie in this expenses header with a little bit of line work as well, because again, because it was printed on that white sticker paper, it just seemed a little lost. That is it for the expenses and the notes page. We are moving on to the first of Kenny's weeklies. This will be week 41 and week 42. And we're using the same setup that has kind of become his standard. I have a week on each page. Down the left side, I will have all the days of the week for 1 week. Down the right side, I will have all the days of the week for the other week. And in the middle, we have 2 task lists so that he can use a rolling weekly task list for each one of those areas. For this setup, I did have to move that task list down just a little bit to fit in the Archer and Olive Halloween stickers in order to decorate those spaces on either side of the mini calendar, which is placed in the middle. And then I just free-handed an O for October in the same sort of style that we had used on the font for the cover page as well as the October header. The decor we're keeping simple with the stickers and the washi. Now this tarot washi tape did not come in the Halloween box for Archer and Olive. That is a washi tape that Kenny bought sometime during the year and asked me to incorporate into his journal at some point. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next 2 weeks, and because I've set this up several times, I'm just going to go ahead and pop that structure in here, and then we can go ahead and decorate. So I'm just switching up this side that I'm putting the washi tape on. Last time I put the washi tape on the right and the sticker on the left. This time we're just going to put the washi tape on the left and the sticker on the right. Add in our headers. Trying to figure out where I want to put those for this week, and that'll be it for the last couple of weeks of October. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the last spread in this particular October setup. This is going to be his playlist spread as well as his reflection spread. We keep those pretty standard month to month, starting off with putting some of that decorative washi tape in the middle, and then we'll frame out from there. I'm going to put a strip of orange washi on the top right and the bottom left, and then black on the bottom right and top left. I also have pre-printed headers for these pages, so we are going to pop them in at the top as well. And then I only have 1 sticker left from the Archer and Olive Halloween box from last year, this double-headed cat sticker. I'm just going to pop it down there in the corner. And then I have cut apart some of that tarot washi tape that we are going to use for the headers for his playlist. Now, one thing I have discovered with this particular washi tape is that it's not that sticky, and it's not old either, so it's not just wearing out. It's just not super sticky, so it does start to pop up a little bit on me. For the reflection page this month, I'm putting in the categories of achievements, challenges, summary of my month, and favorite moments. And y'all, that is it. That is Kenny's setup for October 23 using the items that we got in the Halloween box from last year. Now, other than the cover page, I've said this is not one of my favorite setups, but it was quick. It took me about an hour, and I hadn't even sketched in anything on those last 2 pages. I just kind of freehanded where I was going to put the playlist information as well as the reflection categories. This tarot washi would not stick on its own, so I did come back in with that Tombow permanent runner and put a little bit on the back of each one to make those stick. And that is it for our journal within a journal idea using the Halloween box from last year. Don't forget, use code DMB10 if you want to pre-order that Halloween box that has sold out for this year. If you like this video, y'all, please, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.